Hello.
Hello, hi.
Hi. So we all been waiting for quite some time, and you all contestants were waiting outside.
Yes, ma'am.
What was going through your head during that time?
Thank you so much for asking this question. We were very much excited and waiting for our turn to come up, and we are very grateful to be here. And while waiting there, so many thoughts came. Few were confident, few were underconfident, few were nervous, few were positive. So there are mixed thoughts. But one thing which kept us going is a confident and belief that we belong on this stage. That's the reason why I am standing in front of you all. Thank you so much.
Hi, how are you today?
Hi 𝗂𝘂𝗃𝗃𝗃, I'm doing great. How about you?
So, before we begin, could you please introduce yourself, like your name?
My name is Shalini.
Alright, okay, Shalini. Well, I have a question for you. According to you, what's one Indian ancient tradition that you want to bring back and you want to practice every day?
Thank you so much for this beautiful question. So, I believe that we are forgetting how we have to follow our traditions. In different cultures, we have different traditions. And when I'm coming from Telangana, we have always go for temples and pray for goddesses even when we are at our home. But nowadays, due to many families, they are forgetting how to pray at home. So I feel praying should be one of the beautiful things we have to embrace. Thank you.
Hello,
Good evening, sir.
good evening. How you plan to use this platform to make very positive impact in the world?
Thank you for your question, sir. Like I mentioned earlier, I personally have experienced digital and cyberbullying. So the basic change I want to bring in this world through this platform would be awareness about digital safety. Today's world, everyone has access to the internet. All of us use a phone. It is used for various good things. But the only way we can keep ourselves and everyone safe is by awareness, and this is what I want to create. By creating awareness about digital safety and helping people stay safe online. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Next, I invite contestants number 11, 12, and 13.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So, why do you want to represent Telangana?
Thank you for the question. Well, I believe I want to represent Telangana because I have a purpose, and with influence and with a given platform, I would want to use that purpose in a huge platform where I can spread awareness for hearing impaired children and young adults, creating inclusion for them in the society, and just running organizations and volunteering in platforms where I can bring awareness for hearing impaired kids. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, ma'am.
What, according to you, are you sexy or smart?
Thank you for the question, ma'am. That's a very creative question. So, being smart is having the logic, being practical, and able to take your life responsibility on your own. And being sexy is not only about looks, but in your intellectuals and the mind and the way you think and represent yourself. So if you ask me that if I'm smart or sexy, I would say that I'm smart with my mind and the way I think and take decisions in my life. And I'm sexy the way I represent and appear and look. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Hello.
Hello.
If you could ban one fashion trend, what would that be?
That's a unique question. Thank you so much. If I have to ban one fashion trend, is
And today's generations, we are looking up to the celebrities and to want to be like celebrities. I think this is something which I think everyone is unique and beautiful in their own way. You can be unique in your own way, and I can be unique in my own way. I can be beautiful in one thing, and the other person can be beautiful in one thing. So in today's generation, we look up to celebrities as someone who are beautiful and gorgeous and perfect. Instead, we should look up to them as someone who have achieved their goals, their ambitions, and never given up in their life. I think that is one fashion trend that we, instead of looking at them as they are beautiful, gorgeous, instead look at them as someone inspirational, as someone we can take up as a role model who has never given up and followed their dreams. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next round of contestants. Contestant number 14, 15 and 16, please step forward.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good, thank you so much.
How do you feel right now?
Yeah, it's mixed feelings. I'm excited at the same time. Yeah, it's been on the stage.
Okay, so my question for you is, what's one law from India that you want to abolish?
Okay. The one law I want to abolish from India is restricting girls, even still in the village areas. I see them making them go to school. Co-education is basically is tough. I want to make them aware. It's still they can send their girl child to the schools and colleges. Still, even the parents think they struggle to send to co-education. It's been for the backward people. They still think to send them to the schools. Making the girl child education is like a right for a woman. As you have born, it's your right to educate. That one I would like to make it more aware and make the girl child education promote more. Thank you.
Hi, namaste.
How would you use your influence to inspire young girls to pursue their dreams?
So I want to start by saying that the mind is without any fear, the head is held high. I was coming from a very underconfident woman, and the childhood was very traumatic. I was myself not very publicly known, or I wouldn't try to interact with people even now, till now. That is the fear of mine. So I just wanted to say to each and every girl, just try. Wherever you are, just try. Just try to be yourself. Just try to make mistakes. Just try to improve yourself. And I think that is where everyone should start their journey, and just be confident who they are. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, Mom. Good afternoon.
So, if you are crowned today, what global issue would you voice out?
Thank you so much for this wonderful question, Ma'am. Ma'am, I was 8 years old when I was diagnosed with diabetes and hypothyroidism. Since then, I had a very strong vision in my mind that I have to turn my personal adversity into a global healthcare enterprise which would focus on autoimmune disorders, so that I could not only inspire but also uplift many people who have struggles similar to mine
not only diabetes or hypothyroidism, but other chronic conditions as well that we have absolutely no control over. So, if I would have to advocate for a global healthcare awareness project, that would definitely be of autoimmune disorders. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies. Now I would like to call upon to the stage contestant numbers 17, 20 and 21.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
I know it's been a long day for you guys and you must be tired now. Yeah. Anyway, all right. So I'm sure you would have heard of this word self-love.
Right.
So if it's self-love and you believe in that, how do you practice it?
Thank you for the question. So when I did give my introduction priorly, I did mention about my achievements and the titles I have. But I also made sure that I mentioned that I do give time to myself for creativity. So self-love, because I've studied psychology in my degree, I've implemented self-love personally in my life. Can be anything. You could sit down, write a poem, or you could watch a movie that would help you, or you could go out on a walk, maybe on a solo date, or painting, anything you find a minimal interest in also, something that boosts your dopamine, I would say, right? So I think that is self-love. And I also think, just to add to that, I also think self-love is really important for every individual, regardless of the age group, especially for mothers. Because that is where, especially for mothers and women as well, because I think as long as a woman is happy with herself, she is giving time for herself, I think that is what will keep a family or the society together. Because a great example is my own mom. So she is an amazing example to a self-love person because she started sports out of her own interest. Thank you.
Hi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
How do you prioritize your time and commitments to ensure you are effective in all areas of your life?
So I come from an army background, which has taught me discipline. It has inculcated such values in me that I take forward with me. I prioritize my day. I start my day with a workout, and then I move on to my work, which is working with glass. And with each glass that I break, I'm learning a new skill. It teaches me patience, and it teaches me that I have to keep going, even though I strive for perfection each time. But it teaches me that I have to do my best each time, because that is what perfection is for me. Thank you.
Hi, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm fine.
So what's your name?
Lakshmi Prasanna.
Alright, okay. So I have a question for you, and my question is, do you think or do you believe suffering is necessary to create meaningful art? And can AI understand suffering?
Thank you so much for the thoughtful question. In this day of modern era, AI has become a central role, and While AI can automate intelligence, but it cannot automate suffering, creativity, imperfections, what a human art can have. So I believe AI may change the facet of the jobs or facet of art, but it cannot replace humans, our creativity, and the very core of the essence is our suffering while we create an art. So I think while AI can serve us, it will help us make better. It cannot replace us.
Thank you, ladies. And here comes